a whole like 3 or 4 minutes late. Hi guys, it's legs and shoulders today. Oh, so we're gonna stretch out our legs and shoulders. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? If you guys celebrate Thanksgiving, some of y'all ain't American. Oh my goodness, it's Billion videos. No way. Who would have ever guessed that you would be on this stream? Not me. We didn't just talk. Not at all. Stretch out the quads. Ham sandwich? You guys do sandwiches for Thanksgiving? That's kind of wild, bro. You know what? Everyone's probably Black Friday shopping, which I should probably do as well. What are we doing? Goblet squats first? Goblet squats first. Yes. That sounds right. UK Thanksgiving doesn't exist. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's tough to say. Different countries have Thanksgiving, but like in completely different days of the year, sometimes weeks apart or whatever else. So I wouldn't know. I ain't British. Could have fooled me. So, some lore for you guys. This is zebra creme brulee. He's a giant rooster that my neighbors take care of and feed and everything. He's super chill all the time. It's very weird, but kind of cool. He's been around for years now. Oh my gosh, probably like at least 5 years. He's just staring. He's just like sitting there. And yeah, they named him Zebra Creme Brulee. Wow, Billy, that's terrible. What's up, Flo? Good to see you. I gotta start modifying these streams to where the chat will pull up when you watch things back, so that way it's a little more enjoyable or something on rewatch. Stretch out the hips. Stretch out the hips. And the other way. I feel so old today, guys. I feel very slow because of all the food. I just keep eating and eating and eating. That's the other thing. I'm definitely gaining weight via muscle and everything from the workouts. I'm also definitely gaining weight from the food, especially with Thanksgiving. So, and don't let this build deceive you. I eat a lot. I have a very big appetite. I eat quite a bit. Sometimes I eat really slow. Like I could have a full plate of like 12 different items from Thanksgiving, and it'll take me about 45 minutes to eat everything. But I mean, I eat everything. So, comes in handy. It's good. I'm not a wasteful guy when it comes to food. Today, I had a little brunch with my wife and my mother-in-law, and I ate that food in about 5 minutes. It was kind of gross. Like, actually, like, I felt kind of inhumane for that. Go ahead and comment in the chat your favorite Thanksgiving food, ham or turkey. We're going to get started with our workout. We are doing goblet squats to start. Set up the little board, the slant board for it. Probably right there. Yeah, that's good. Slant board. Stuffing. No other correct answer. Ham is the best, and it's not even close. It's ham. Stuffing's nasty. Okay, we are doing 4 sets of 10 goblet squats. What's up, Lucas? Rolls? Okay. Stuffing with gravy? Stuffing's just not good, guys. Like, that's just... Why are you guys so factually incorrect? Let's get her done. 4 sets of 10. All right. 8. I can hear my knees. Whoa. I can speak. I can hear my knees clicking. Maybe I stretch them out just a tiny bit more. Get a little bit of the joints mobile in every direction. But for those who are new here, we've been doing 3 sets of 10 for every workout. But we need to up the ante a little bit more. So we're doing 4 sets of 10. Same weight, just because I don't have a whole bunch of weights accessible to me. So we're just going with what we have, the heaviest we can physically handle. Or in the event of this kettlebell, the heaviest we own. And go from there. All right. 2 sets down, 2 to go. This is the shortest of my workout days. Typically I get 6 workouts. Today we have 5 different exercises to take us through leg and shoulders. 3 for legs, 2 for shoulders. Very easy to get through. Zebra creme brulee just refuses to leave. He's just chilling in the driveway. Very strange animal. All right, set 3, coming right up. Not really showing my face too much. You guys totally want to see this, all this right there, of course. This is what you came to see. Not this, not these. You want to see this. Whoa, let's not slide off the slant board. Good, good. Nine and 10. So typically this is where we stop. This week we go one step further, add more. So 10 more reps. Working out a bit of the quads, a little bit of the glutes, but the glutes will be for later. Oh my gosh, Bulgarian split squats. Oh no, that'll come later. That'll come much later. Wow. Let's finish up our goblet squats. Week 3 out of 8 is almost done. All right. Okay. Well, that's 1 workout done. 4 to go. Gonna put this back. Bang. Okay. Our next workout is gonna be Romanian deadlifts, which are just deadlifts, but you don't actually put the bar on the ground until your set is done. So you are constantly engaged in a deadlift position at all times. Gobble, gobble, squats like the rooster. You are definitely tired and hysterical, given the fact that it's like 2 a.m. your time. For those who don't know, Billy's British. He's typically asleep for these streams. But he's busy grinding out the final TSN videos, so he's awake at the moment. What's up, Josic? Welcome to the chat. Don't know if I've seen you before. If I am just misremembering, I apologize for not recognizing you, but welcome. Pull up some plates here. Loading up a barbell at the moment for some deadlifts. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of this with our last. Now, my max deadlift is somewhere around 240. Or was. I haven't tried for a max deadlift in 3 years, 4 years. Yeah, like spring of 2022. So like 3.5 years now. I haven't tried a max deadlift. It was 240, and I weighed like 112 pounds. And you know, I care about the number. I care about the weight itself, but I also care about like what percentage of my body weight is it. If I can deadlift double my body weight, I think that's pretty standard, you know, for a max. So right now I'm 130. I would have to deadlift 260. But, you know, we only have 100 pounds here. Luckily, we're not going for maxes. We're going for reps. 40 reps to be precise, with 4 sets of 10. Now, we worked a little bit of quads with those goblet squats and a little bit of calves, especially. Now this is going to be a hamstring and back exercise. And to think this is the easy part of the workout. These first two are definitely the easiest parts of the workout for legs. Because then after this is the toughest one, Bulgarian split squats. Yay! Okay, let's deadlift this sucker. All right. Okay, 1 set complete. 3 to go. Trying to work on being explosive up to finish my rep. So if I'm ever pushing or pulling, or in this case, coming up, I want it to be quick, to work on the power and the explosiveness, that burst of energy. That's what I want. Can also stand the balance. Woo! Wee! Oh, lost it a tiny bit. Other foot. Oh, tougher. Ugh. It is tough because the plates will roll it and everything else. Try Tren. I don't know what that is. How did you say the word burst and not summon a collie? I'm dead, bro. Ah. Yeah, explain to me what Tren is. Let's hit set 2. Hands even. All right. All right, we are halfway through the second workout. Next week, I'm not sure if I'm doing this workout. Legs and shoulders are my most strong areas. Well, legs is my strongest. And Trembolone you injected. I've never heard of that. Is that like a steroid? 'Cause I'm not doing steroids. I'm going to a ninja gym next week. I'll probably stream that. And in doing so, it's during a day where I would lift legs and stuff. And yeah. If the steroids are like medicinal, like it's how I feel about like marijuana, you know? If it's like been prescribed to you because you are you like physically need it, if it like if there's a doctor's note saying you have to take this for yourself to heal, yeah, I do it. But if it's just to feel something or get ripped quicker or something like that, no, that's lazy. I'm not just in. Yeah, they don't test you for steroids for ninja or anything like that, which they really should start doing that. I wouldn't be surprised if there are people who do use steroids, but also like this, if the strength is there and your technique is not, you wouldn't succeed in ninja anyways. So it almost doesn't make as much of a difference. I'm in it for the process. I'm enjoying the process, and steroids kind of just take away from that, you know? I'm probably the only one who doesn't. I'm dead. Name some ninjas who you think take steroids. I'm interested as to what your theories are. I feel like that'd be kind of funny to hear about. All right, set 3. Like if my rotator cuff hurt so bad from my shoulder injury to where they said you have to take a steroid for this muscle to heal or something like that and re-strengthen, I would do it. But if the doctor's not saying that, I'm not doing it. Kai Beckstrand. Crazy. I don't know. I think Kai Beckstrand, I think he's got the genetics going for him. When he got the Mega Wall, he claims to have used the Mega Wall money to buy himself a weight rack and a bunch of other stuff to bulk. And he got bigger. His dad also seems like a naturally built dude. Like they seem like they're they have broader shoulders and all that other stuff. And I think that's genetics, man. Doctors lie so much. See, that's just sad. I don't want any part in that. I don't want any part in that. Eventually, there's 100% going to be drug testing in Ninja. It will definitely get to that point. And I'm very curious to see what's happening and what isn't. Looks juiced to the gills. I'm dead. Look, I'm not going to make any accusations, but I am curious about who else you guys think. It's just a funny conversation to hear. Obviously, none of this is confirmed. They're all just rumors and fun speculation for a good laugh, but I'm not going to accuse anyone of being on steroids. I do think we should start drug testing ninjas for at least big events like the World Championship and stuff like that. And I think leagues should start sneaking in clauses that if they are going to go pro or anything like that, or like, I don't know, the waivers that every league has athletes sign at the beginning of seasons, I think it'd be smart to say, like, by signing up for the World Championship, you agree to get drug tested 24 hours before the event. So that definitely should start. It's been a decade of Ninja now. There's no way that out of the thousands of people that have run, there's no way that steroids have not been taken at all. But I'm not about to lean into like a conspiracy that a bunch of people are roided out, you know? That's not what we're here to do. Last set of deadlifts. Am I even? I'm even enough. Boom. Here we go. Okay. That's 4 sets done. Grabbing some dumbbells. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Strong disagree with that. Rage bait used to be believable, guys. Bulgarian split squats are our third and final leg workout, and also the hardest workout for legs that we've received. This one's going to target a lot of the quads. Ken Shamrock said it himself, if you ain't cheating, you deserve to lose because the other guy is. Ken Shamrock doesn't have good morals then. Like, I'd rather legitimately get second place than cheat and win, honestly. All these types of scandals, they come to light anyways. It might not be immediately, you know, it might not be right away, but eventually they do. Look at Lance Armstrong, right? The biker. I mean, he went years with everyone thinking that he was the greatest of all time in cycling and everything. And then the scandal came out. So you just never know. You just never know. And frankly, if there are people on steroids in Ninja and stuff like that, they will someday get it caught and exposed for it. But I know a lot of people who aren't on steroids that train Ninja, so be it. What's up, Nathan? Good to see you, dude. Nathan, one of those beast athletes that's definitely not on steroids as well. Saying that because I have trained years with the guy, with the kid, I will say, and every ounce of strength is natural. Lance P25. The next guy who wasn't on roids with Lance was like ranked 26. I just, no. The whole point of these sports, especially like Ninja, is that you're pushing the human body to see what's physically possible. And I see steroids as like a cheat to that, you know? You're not pushing yourself to your limits, you're creating new limits superficially. You know, that's not, that just goes against the whole spirit of the sport. Bulgarian split squats. Gosh. That's one down. 3 sets to go. You said it yourself, without the skill, it wouldn't matter. Pushing their potential with science and pharmaceuticals. How into ninja are you? Very curious. Because yes, without the technique, they're not going to go very far. At the same time, if, let's say, we were to set up, let's say a pro course is designed to be just like crazy huge moves, right? Like an NSC or something like that. And there's a distance that's just not humanly possible without roiding out, then that just puts everyone who's not roided at a disadvantage, and they should not be penalized for that, you know? This is a fun debate. This is a topic that I have a feeling will come up someday in Ninja. I have a feeling I genuinely do think that someone already is doing steroids, but I don't know who. And eventually they will get caught and they will get penalized, and it'll start up a big controversy. And there's going to be people who are advocating for its use and people who are advocating against it. Slow your reps down. You're cheating yourself. Push all the way up without locking your knee. Okay, thanks, Dad. I just want to get these over with. Can't stand these. They're my probably bottom 3 lifts that I do all week. Definitely my least favorite of this day. Not a huge fan of benching, but we push through. Benching, it's mentally easier because it's the first thing I do on push days, so it's easier to get through that. Second set. Let's go for more quality of reps. We're definitely slower, but we're still fast. Eight, 9, 10. Okay, I see how I can slow it down a bit more. That was improvement. My father has never done steroids. I can confidently say that. My dad made it to college football without ever needing steroids. And honestly, despite how good of a wide receiver he is, he can catch. He's got good hands for catching and everything, quick reflexes. He was 5'8". Chances are he was not getting to the NFL with that height. But still a lot of talent. Look, again, if I inspected this shoulder and the doctor said, you need a steroid, otherwise this thing's going to keep getting worse and worse, and then you'll need surgery or something like that, or a steroid post-surgery or something, I would do it. But if it's just for the sake of getting my shoulder stronger, no, it's dumb. We got 2 sets of these, and then we shift over to shoulders. Shoulders should be fun. I genuinely do enjoy this topic of conversation, though. 5'9". That's fair. You were 5'9". You are 5'9", and I'm 5'8". But I will unfortunately not be taller than my dad until he probably hits his like 70s or 80s, and scoliosis wins for me on my behalf. You get shorter as you get older. I was just trying to be accurate. No, he's definitely still taller than me, and I am definitely 5'8". Okay. It's so funny. We had such a wholesome conversation on Wednesday about hard work and everything, and now this dude's like, take steroids. We can measure it now. It'll say 5'8", and you're at 5'9". Flat-footed. I have no problem with that. Stand up as straight as I can. My neck is like this. I gotta do this, and that's it. 5'8". Steroids aren't bad, but they are banned from other sports and stuff like that. And just because a sport doesn't have regulations for steroids doesn't mean that you should just freely use it. And steroids can have negative impacts on you. Your body can become reliant on steroids as well. So if you were to ever get off of them or take a little break, the withdrawals could suck. A lot of people end up with muscle tremors and stuff like that. We got one more set. Typically, my legs feel as dead as they do every time we do these. And typically, this is the stopping point before we switch. So 4 sets this week, 4 sets every week moving forward. So we got one more. Learn to cycle with the guys in the UFC to beat the test. That's crazy, bro. I seriously want to know what your background in sports is and what your connection to ninja is. Like, you're saying a lot of things, and I could see a world where those claims are true, but I am just very curious as to, like, what brought you down this rabbit hole, and how'd you come to know so much about this stuff? Plot twist, he says, I'm a ninja, and I take it. That would be crazy if you confessed to that. All right, we got one more set. Cool. Last leg. Gosh, okay. Holy crap, we're dying. Okay. Get that going. Get her done. Over here. Put the dumbbells back. Grab some new ones. We are done with legs. We are going to do our 2 shoulder workouts. We're going to add a 4th set, but we're not going to go crazy heavyweight. These are just 10s. Because of the shoulder injury, I can feel it consistently getting stronger and stronger. I did try a lache this week, a 4-foot lache, mind you. So not even a difficult one. And my shoulder didn't like it. So still a sign that we need to take it easy. We'll go a little incline for this. Arnold presses are first. I've heard a lot of controversy about Arnold presses. I've heard some people say that it's just not needed and it's an unnecessary movement. Like you should just do the twist, not the twist and press, and that it causes elbow injuries and stuff. Have not experienced that. Barbecue that rooster is crazy. When I played high school football and wrestled, everyone was on SARMs or roids. The guy dude looks juicy. That's your competition. Like even if that is true about Kai being my competition, there's such a huge skill gap in we should be back. You guys should be able to hear me. I would like to get to that top level of competition, but at the same time, like a lot of those guys, they specialize in speed and racing. And while that's fun and all, man, I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes. Racing and speed are really fun, but I care more about Midoriyama, working on my endurance and my grip and everything else. And those guys already have great grip too. It's just like, I would rather specialize in that so I'm more equipped to beat a show with a tower versus winning races. Hit some Arnold presses.
Babe, are you going anywhere tonight? Going anywhere?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're gonna have to bump that up to 15s when my shoulder is a little stronger. I could feel the agitation. Maybe next week, depending on how the shoulder feels. Sounds like the dog ate the rooster. Yeah, a lot of animals around here. Such is life, such is Hawaii. Especially the chickens, a lot of chickens. I can hear about 5 just in the neighborhood. Crossover symmetry. Oh, okay. I think I've heard of that before. I never really did any research into it. I'll definitely take a look at it. I'm listening to my dad in the house. He's watching the stream so I can hear myself. I'm trying to figure out how delayed I am. It's kind of funny. Second set. So the nice thing about the lightweight is I can really focus on the full range of motion. Oh, and the father enters the room.
Not here, to a shoulder press.
Okay.
And then, so you go like from this.
Start close, wide.
And then like here. So
Okay.
instead of doing it in 2 movements like this, do it in 1 movement.
Okay.
Open up your shoulders. And then look at, come back down together. Like that.
Okay. Way too late. What's up, Matt? Matthew Morris. Flex your bicep. Thanks, John. We're getting there, man. Look, we're getting some cuts in there, but that's about it. Yeah, it's light just because of I'm still on rehab mode with the rotator cuff. But I am getting to the point where I'm like, okay, let's do some let's bump up the weight next time. But rehab wise, I need this more than I got. I doubt that, bro. I'm making progress, but it's not a whole lot still. Third set. This makes sense. This would strengthen the shoulder a lot more as well, as to why this motion is better. Because it also strengthens, I can feel it in the back. And the back muscles are connected to the shoulder. And that means that your shoulder, if it gets weaker, is supported by surrounding muscle groups. 9. I feel like I've done 10 already, but I lost count. This is definitely 10. What's the weight at the moment? 10. We're doing 15 next time. I tried 20, like the first week or whatever, and it just was flaming up here. And that's not what I want. So, 15. I think after 3 weeks, which is this week, it's definitely the right time to move up to 15 for next week. I'm gonna see if I'm not sure when I'm gonna lift my 3rd session, which is this next week, but we'll see. Because typically I stream this one on Fridays, and on Friday I will not be here. I will be in another state. So. But on the other hand, I just remembered to share. You guys are gonna get a Ninja Gym stream, a stream of me doing some obstacles and stuff. Hopefully. I need to figure out what exactly I'm doing with that, but should be cruising there. Last set. Here's 10. Where am I going? I'm going to Arizona. Going to visit my sister who's graduating college. And I'm going to go to a gym called Hit Squad. Because it's pretty much the best gym in the state. So, I'm very, very excited. It'll be my first time in about 6 weeks doing ninja, so I'm probably going to be sore, I'm probably going to be rusty, but I'm very excited. Okay, so we've done the Arnold presses. The last thing is lateral shoulder raises. This is why I dropped the weight down to 10. It's easy for the presses, very easy, but for the lateral raises, I definitely feel more of a strain. Is there a good ninja gym near where I live? Absolutely not. No. Growing up here, no ninja, so I would literally grab like cinder blocks and pipes and stuff and use them as balance obstacles. My parents put a pull-up bar up there for me growing up, and I would do a lot of pull-ups and calisthenics type stuff over there. Can't really do muscle-ups on it though, because there's a ceiling like right by the pull-up bar, so I'd hit my head on the ceiling. But like, I made do with what I had, you know, and then I would do like CrossFit in the months leading up to when I moved to North Carolina. That helped with my power and strength, but no, nothing ninja specific. So, what's up, Colton English? Welcome to the chat. 4 sets of shoulder raises, and then we call it a day. Gosh, my leg is itchy. I'm getting bit by so many mosquitoes right now. I guess I still don't have I still have tourist mainlander blood in me. That's unfortunate. Got to get it back out of my system, because after a while I just won't get touched by them. What time is it? 4:50 p.m. 4:49. Let's get it.
Okay, doesn't feel terrible. Do I know what my max bench is? No. The last time I tried a max bench, I was not 18. I was like 19 years old, and it was 95 pounds? Yeah, like 95 pounds. I'd like to think I can do more than that. I don't think I can bench my full body weight of 130 at the moment.
Yeah, but if not, I'll call my mom.
I don't know. Haven't tried a max in a long time.
Call my mom. I'm just not hungry yet, but
You're 5 hours in the future. Yes, sir. It's hilarious. I keep all the time zones in my head and on a spreadsheet so I know. Like, East Coast is 5 hours. My sister in Arizona is 3 hours. My family in California is 2 hours. Barbados is 6 hours. My friends in the UK, like Billy, 10 hours. It just helps me. What time is it? Is it a good time to call them? No? Okay. And typically I'm only ever free when it's nighttime for people. So, yeah. Fun. Let's get our second set of shoulder raises. It's just so weak. It feels so weak in that shoulder. It feels like so much more work. You watched Wicked for Good, just saw it today, liked it. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. It was fine. The more I think about that movie, the more I find things that I dislike about it, or I'm just like, about it. Oh, give me a second, I'm on mute. My mom's gonna start her car to leave, so yeah, muting. Okay, we are back. We got 2 sets of these to go. Now it's starting to feel tiny pinch. Tiny pinch. But yeah, Wicked for Good, I thought it was fine. I definitely enjoyed the first one as a movie better. The music was good. There were like 3 or 4 songs that I really liked in the second one. And the rest of them were they were fine. I think as a whole, the whole soundtrack, I prefer the first one. But I think my favorite song is from the second one. The story is interesting, but I feel like there were some things that were missing. And I'm not going to say too much because my dad's over there. They haven't watched it yet. They are going to watch it at some point. But, hey, what's up, Evan? I would definitely recommend it, but at the same time, I've watched 69 movies this year. Nice. Evan, brace yourself. My dad's in the chat. But, yeah, I watched 69 movies this year, and Wicked's definitely, it's still in the top half of my rankings of all the movies, but, like, it's not in the top 10, you know? It's not gonna be anything like, whoa. Hated how Defying Gravity in the first one was dragged out so hard. I thought it was fine. As someone who had, like, I've never seen the Broadway show, I thought it was perfectly fine. My only care is that, like, when they put it on Spotify, they take out the parts that are dragged out, and they did that. So it's like a complete song, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that, you know? Third set of 4. Pistons are coming out of the East this year. Dude, the fact that the Pistons are actually playing well this year so far, like, it's a good start to the season for them. It's a good start to the season. Thunder are still playing well, but, you know, what can we do? Is it bad that I don't even remember who was in the finals last year besides the Thunder? Oh, it was the Pacers, right? I'm not tripping? Yeah, it was Pacers. Okay. Yeah, that was an interesting matchup, I guess. Not that it was super duper close, but like, yeah. We got one more second. Thunder might actually break the wins record. Catch you later, Billy. Get some good sleep, dude. You need it. Thunder breaking the wins record, I don't even think that that's like, respectfully to the rest of the NBA, if they do that, that wouldn't be that impressive. I feel like the NBA as a whole this year is kind of weak. Like, there's no totally stacked teams. Like, the crazy thing about the Warriors and the Bulls, which have won, you know, the most amount of games or whatever. They, like, the league had so many stars in so many different areas of the league that, like, there were a lot of times where we thought, okay, this will end the win streak. This will end the win streak. I can't really say that for too many teams that the Thunder would have to face this year. Like, they're good teams, but yeah. The series did go to 7, huh? Shoot, what series was I thinking of that the Thunder, like, it was supposed to be close, but it blew them out? Was that the conference finals? Probably. I don't remember. I kind of purged the postseason out of my head once the Lakers were out. So, yeah. Yeah, dog. I don't know. I can't think of too many teams that would, like, truly pose a threat to the Thunder for that win record. At the same time, that team is still pretty young. Obviously, they have the experience of, like, being in a finals now, so they might come in a bit more polished and stuff. But, like, I don't know. I'm not... A lot of the West is very, like, top-heavy. Like, the top, like, 4 teams are really good, and then the rest are kind of eh. And the East hasn't really been super-duper powerful outside of a couple of teams. And even then, the Celtics are declining. Screw the Celtics. The Bucks fell off really hard in the 4 years after they won a chip. So, I don't know. I don't see too many. The Cavs could make a comeback. You know, the Cavs had a good season last year. That's always nice, I guess. And then the Pacers. You never know. Pacers, obviously. The Nuggets, yes, the Nuggets are getting really good again. They could make it far again. I feel like it's just how locked in are they on the day. It will just come down to the day for them. But here we go. Last set. Okay, and that, my friends, is the full workout. We are done. We are done. Yeah, Pacers, I mean, even then in the postseason, the Pacers would fall flat in some games, and that's especially, you know, in the games that they lost, it's because the team besides Halliburton wasn't really doing much. Yeah. So I don't think the Pacers are going to be the team to come out of the East for the finals. It's too early to say it's the Pistons, though, my friend. It is too early to say it is the Pistons. Week 3 in the books. Next week, going to be 4 streams. Yeah, 4 streams. And it's going to be the 3 workouts and then the Ninja Gym. The week after that, probably another 4 streams. I'm debating doing a stream about Sasuke Koshin and just talking about a bunch of other ninja stuff. Because I enjoyed that, and a lot of people seem to enjoy the Kunoichi stream. So, more content, more things to talk about, more fun. And also next week, I might do like a Koshin and Germany joint discussion because Germany will be finished with their season by then. Yeah, I think that might be the play. Just one long stream. Give people time to watch both. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I'll debate on that. So guys, I will catch you later. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for joining week 3 of my workouts. Week 4 is going to have my 3rd weigh-in. We weighed in last at 131. We've had Thanksgiving and we'll have done another 6 workouts. So time will tell, you know, just exactly how much I've gained, if any, or maintained. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you Monday. Oh, actually, tomorrow, streaming MC Sasuke. So for all my Minecraft fans, come play Minecraft Ninja Warrior and watch it if you want. Catch you later.